What up?
What's up, sister?
What's
happening?
up?
How are you?
Not a lot. I'm great.
Yeah, you sound like you're
Wonderful.
chilling. You said great and wonderful. That means that there's a story.
No, not really.
No? Just feeling great and feeling wonderful.
Yeah.
Yeah. How's life treating you? Hello, everybody. Hi, everyone. We're not trying to ignore anybody. Where's the camera? There it is.
What's up? Oh, wait. We got comments. Sorry, guys. Shy's here.
What's up, Shy? I love Shy. Shy taps in. I love Shy.
Dun, 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 dun.
And I appreciate you, Shy. Oh, look over here. I'm looking at the wrong screen. What up, Shy? Yeah, I appreciate you, Miss Bailey. Oh, she's tapping in from YouTube. Nice.
Yep, because Facebook is not.
Yeah, Facebook's down.
Facebook doesn't like us today, which really sucks, but we'll figure that out.
Oh, we're going to figure it out. We are going to figure it out. It is coming.
I think I know how to take care of that. So
it's the technology. Today I was so I'm in the process of like I got like several open podcasts. I got several open YouTube channels. So I'm in the process of cleaning stuff out and clearing stuff out and changing and rearranging. There's a lot of things happening right now. But I got to like this little zone earlier where I just couldn't log into anything. Like I just, you know what I'm saying? My brain just froze. I'm using the passwords in the thing and it wasn't working. I couldn't remember the passwords. My brain just froze because all this damn technology, passwords and fingerprints and two-tier authentications, and this technology is crazy.
Shit. I'm so I wish there was any like actual person that I communicate with. Well, I mean, I guess there's a few, but it seems like Google cares more about you trying to get into your own account than anybody cares for an actual human being on this planet.
Yeah, Google makes it really hard to change your shit. I don't like that.
Like,
I remember when I first got into the smartphone universe, and like if you connected your email to your phone, you know, that was Gmail, then it just would automatically connect to all these different things. And I was like, I don't know if I want to be a part of this. I don't know if I want to be in the Matrix.
Well, and it's like every time I go to do something, it's like, oh, do you want to log in with your Google? And I'm like, how do you all have my Google? What's going on here? I don't like
Do you use your Google to log in?
No.
No? Shit, I use that much.
Like, on a few of them I do, most of them I don't, because I don't use my Google that much.
Yeah, I use my Google, man. If I think I know all my passwords, but I mean, I use my Tony Grand's HQ Google to log into everything. And I got a complex ass password, so I'm not worried about it getting hacked or cracked. So rather than try to remember all of that crap, then I have ones because they say you're not supposed to, you know, you don't want to have all your ones with the same password. So I have different passwords in different categories depending on what the password is for.
I can't do that.
Dude, I fuck myself up with a lot of stuff. I
cannot do that.
I can't either. Today I was typing and I just stopped and I said, what the hell's going on? I had to make sure I wasn't having a stroke.
That's not me.
And so you remember all your passwords for all your stuff, and you type passwords and username and everything?
Yeah.
Really?
A lot of times.
Well, you're a bad MFer. Because that takes a lot of brain power.
I got to do something to keep my brain sharp. Like, I'm fading here. I already feel it going.
No, it's not going anywhere, man. Nothing wrong with your brain. You're just moving and shaking and filling it with a lot of information. Yes, you are good at Twitter, Shy. And I appreciate you on Twitter because you support, you show love. It's hard to get people you know to show love. Strangers always show love.
Yeah,
Difficult to get people you know to show love.
that's
And
true.
and I try not to take it personally. But speaking of showing love, what's up with Jack? What's he doing?
He's asleep.
Really?
Yes.
For the night?
Yes.
Oh, that's dope.
But he's in my bed. So
Well, there's a balance.
you win some, you lose some.
Yes, absolutely.
It's okay.
There is a balance there, and this sounds like you're winning to me.
I'll take it. I don't
Do you
even
have a
care.
comfortable place that you can sneak off to and sleep in when they're in your spot?
No.
No, you got to get
Mm-mm.
you a cot or hammock.
Right? I need something. I don't know what I'm gonna do though.
Got to get you a hammock. You ever been in a hammock?
Oh yeah, but it didn't go well the first couple times.
Oh, so it's true. Like you have to actually get in it. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Should I say you're gonna wait? Should I say Jack's gonna wake up? You just jinxed him.
No. Shh, shh, shh,
What's up with your animals?
They're well, the 2 rattlesnake bite victims are doing pretty good.
Well, how did that even happen?
I live in the middle of nowhere.
So rattlesnakes are a common thing around you.
They're not super common. Like, well, there's tons of just open field to the east of me, but they don't really get up in the neighborhood. But I'm right on the edge of the highway, and they are all over out in that field.
You found the snake that bit the animals?
No.
Hmm. You got to go kill him.
I've been trying to figure out how to find it because judging from like, when it struck them, the little fang marks are like super close together.
Wow.
And so I'm worried that it's a small one.
Yeah.
I don't like
Well,
that.
I'm praying for him.
Yeah,
How does one nurse a snake bite? Like what? They just bed rest or?
Yeah, they get anti-venom and then you just have to keep it clean and do all that. Like, if they've got a wound there, it's gross. I don't know. It's
You took him you took him to the vet?
I got them all. Yeah, I got them all looked at, and especially the little one. I mean, she only weighs 6 pounds, so not a good deal.
That's crazy. Have you ever been bit by a snake?
Yes,
Oh shit, for real?
that's why I don't like snakes.
She says that you look and sound groovy.
I don't know what that means, but okay.
I agree. Yes, she is groovy right now. She's groovy like Shaggy Doo. Groovy like Shaggy Doo. Pun absolutely intended. Yeah, what's his name? Shaggy Doo? What was Shaggy's last name? I think that's a good question for Google right now. Shaggy's last name.
Oh, I know it. Oh, damn it.
His name is Shaggy Rogers?
What?
Norville. Wait. Every time I look for something on here, it makes it difficult for me. I think his name is Shaggy Norville. It doesn't say it. It's a simple ass question. Damn, that's crazy. Okay, his last name is Rogers. His name is Norville. Yeah, his name is Norville. So damn, okay, guys, Shaggy's name is not Shaggy. Shaggy's name is Norville Rogers. It's a character description and everything.
No, I have the same last name as Shaggy then.
Really? That's your brother.
Yeah.
That's why you feel so groovy. See, look, Shy was onto something. She knows what she's talking about. Yeah, that fool's name is Norville Rogers. Norville Shaggy Rogers. Let me see. Does it say where he was born?
That would be my kind of luck.
Another thing said where he was born, but it made his name so damn complicated. Or today's just one of those days when I just can't get it right. Oh, yeah, he has. Oh, shit. He has relatives. So Shaggy's parents' names are Samuel Chastain Rogers and Wendy Rogers. Those are his parents. Oh, wow. Shaggy has a little sister named Maggie. Maggie's married, and Shaggy has a brother-in-law named Wilfred. Shaggy has an uncle named Gaggy. He has another uncle named Shagworthy. Oh shit! That's crazy. He got a whole bunch of relatives, man. Hey, this dude like is a legitimate part of the universe, man. His
Wow.
grandparents, Shaggy's great great grandmother name, her name was Matilda. Great great grandfather's name was Benjamin. Wow, that's crazy. Got a cousin named Betty Lou that lives in the South. That's crazy. Does it say where he's from? Oh,
Wow.
Shaggy is from Coolsville, Ohio.
Oh, okay. I'm in the clear
Ohio.
then.
Yes. But Coolsville, I wonder is that a real place? Wow, so how you like that? Everybody tuned in tonight. Look at the education that you just got for free. Shaggy's name.
Yay!
And I hope no one from who that is watching because wow, that's trivia for your ASS.
Hello.
What is Shaggy's real name? You know they're gonna say, "Oh, it's not that. He doesn't even have a real name." Tony, what kind of question is that? Yes, he does. His name's Norville Rogers. Anyway, so who we got Cristian Machado on the show tonight, right?
Yes. Yes, we
Yeah.
have Cristian Machado on the show. For those of you that are familiar with him, surprise. I don't even really think I told anybody we were doing this.
I told it. I told some people.
Oh, yeah.
About
You
it.
did post it last week.
I tweeted about it.
That's
I wish
right.
I would have thought ahead to get a picture of him. We'll start doing that a little bit more promo for the people, especially big deal guys like that. You how did you meet him on Twitter?
Yes.
That's amazing. Well, just the overall ability to meet somebody, no matter kind of what their status is, and the ability to get close to them and become their friend. You know what I'm saying? Like that's some new age stuff.
Yeah. Dusty had him on his show, and I met him there, and then that's how I met Joe was through Christian. So he connected this whole group of people together. Look at him go.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that's dope, man. And you guys hung out. Where'd you guys hang out? Not through like a couple of months ago.
At the beginning of the month, and then
Nice.
back in May.
Nice. Yeah, that's dope, man. He seems like a real cool guy.
Good people for sure. They've got a
Yeah,
lot
absolutely.
going on. We're gonna let him tell you. I guess what all did we talk about? I don't even remember at this point.
No, we were just chatting. You know how we do. We were just
Yeah.
chatting. I think he might not have even mentioned well no, because he said the record's not ready to come out yet. He's got some singles and they're working on videos. So yeah. He plugged, but he didn't even plug a whole lot because we were talking about good stuff.
Yeah, that happens.
And a distant cousin named Sarah. Shai says that he also has a distant cousin named Sarah.
Me, dork.
Oh, dang, that was crazy. I was about to start. No, I don't see it on here. Let me check. That's a different universe. Shaggy should have his own TV show.
He really should.
Shaggy should have his own like cartoon series about when he was younger and like a real like maybe on Adult Swim or something, so he can like smoke weed and do stupid stuff, and then they can tell a story about how he met Scooby. That'd be dope. It's so many stories inside the stories that people don't tell to me. That's what I see. I see the stories inside the stories. Pardon me, because I'm feeling groovy too.
All right, so it wouldn't let me put the video on here the way it normally does. So we're experimenting here, guys. But you ready to just roll this thing?
Yeah, buddy.
All right, so we had Christian stop by earlier and visit with us, and we're going to take a step back and let you guys enjoy that instead of having to listen to us.
Please keep chatting with us.
Yes, absolutely. We're over here. And I can edit this down however I want. So
yeah, we got some time.
We got time. I got all night. I got all day to do this. I don't have shit else to do. How's it going, everybody?
Hey, what's going on?
Except for chasing Jack with a knife.
Yes.
Chasing Jack who's got a knife. You got that to do.
Jack attack. What's going on, Mr. Christian? How are you doing, sir?
Doing good, man. Sunny California, can't complain. It's starting to feel like a little bit of fall, maybe. Like the mornings have that cloudy mist, kind of drizzle, and then the sun is out by like 11 a.m.
I'm out there doing my Uber, so I'm all in it, and it makes everybody nice and chill when it's kind of gray outside. When it's hot, everybody got an attitude.
Damn, and during those times, dude, it's definitely the grind time for Uber because mad people take Uber in LA, bro.
Yeah, and I'm whipping in and out of traffic all day like that game Crazy Taxi. Do you ever play that game Crazy Taxi?
No.
No, yeah, I don't know how you would find an old video game. I guess you have to look it up on YouTube now, 2021. But
I bet
Sarah
they have
laughed.
it on. I bet they have it on Steam.
I'm sure they do. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they do. But it's a game called Crazy Taxi. It's literally Uber. It's literally Uber. I refuse to believe the makers of Uber never played Crazy Taxi because you're just driving around with crazy ass people getting your coins. As soon as they get out, you skirt the hell off to the next one. So, Miss Sarah, why don't you introduce Cristian for us in case anybody doesn't know who this mega superstar is? I'm not joking.
Well, lead singer of Lions at the Gate. Is the nomination, like, are the nominating rounds over yet, or is it still? Are you still waiting on that news for the Latin?
I think September 24th. Everybody finds out. I think September 24th is like the last day.
No, I'm just gonna say it's
when all the nominations go out.
And you're like super busy right now.
Super busy. I mean, between the band and work, I mean, I'm in Pro Tools all day writing, with other bands if I'm not working on my own stuff. And between that and being a dad, forget about it,
Yeah, the dad thing. I came running in after picking up my kid so we could hurry up and do this because I know you got to go running out to go pick up yours.
Yeah, man, the time management is tight, but it'll having a kid makes you realize that you can get a lot more done and focus a lot more in a shorter amount of time if you really, really put yourself into it.
It means you don't have a choice but to get a lot more done and focus a lot more. Otherwise, you're not getting anything done.
Yeah, the kid becomes a part of your passions. Like, I got to make sure this gets done. I got to make sure the kid's taken care of. I'm doing it all.
Yeah, for sure. Luckily, thank God they're back in school, man. When I was homeschooling my daughter, it was fun, because you get to spend time with them and learn their little quirks and everything that makes them tick as far as schooling and intelligence. But it was also, challenging. It's like, well, we're together 24/7,
all the time,
and you gotta deal with me.
There was my youngest son. He just graduated high school, but he was in school at the time too.
I see you back there, Jack.
So I go in one room. It's one kid. I go in another room. There's another kid. I go into the other room. My wife's in there. I'm like, I can't get a break at all.
No, that.
Dude, I thought I had it tough. You got multiple kids.
We've been, they went back. Mine went back to school last year. They didn't homeschool at all. So they
last year, last semester.
No, like the whole school year.
They never homeschooled?
They did. They let them out at spring break the year before, and they didn't go back. And then they went back in August of last year, did the whole year. No mask requirements, no nothing. And then they're back in this year too.
Wow. From what I see, California is the only ones who are mask everywhere. Because I get people in the Uber from other states. They're like, really? We don't have to do any of this stuff.
I think everybody else has kind of just gone, they're not going to listen at this point, and they're just kind of letting it go. But I don't know. Oh, I mean, look where I'm at though. Like nobody cares about it. Okay, thank you.
Cristian, do you wear a mask everywhere you go?
It's funny. I do, just out of, I don't know, habit, security, and it's funny because when they first told you to wear a mask, I have a mask that has an American flag on it, and at first, people in my town saw me wearing the mask with the American flag on it, and they used to think, oh, he must not want to wear that mask because it had the American flag on it.
Right.
And
you're fighting for your freedom.
And now
you're fighting for your freedom.
Right. And now once the vaccine is out, people see me wearing the American flag mask and they're like, oh, he must not want to get vaccinated.
Right.
It's like,
it's so backwards.
Like, chill. It's just the American
I got my
flag.
card, man. Calm down.
I got on the mask. That's all that counts.
What do you want me to do? Yeah.
See, if you would have shown it, like that's where it's totally backwards. Because out there they think you're protesting in some way, shape, or form, and out here they would have been like, "Well, it's an American flag, but why is he wearing a mask?"
I tell you who should be protesting right now in California. The people that quarantined, the people that got vaccinated, the people that did all the things that they were supposed to do when they were asked to do it. We should be up in arms because damn it, we still can't live our lives because of so many people that won't get vaccinated. That's who I think should be protesting. Because I did what I
Yeah,
was
for
supposed to
sure.
do. You know, they
For
asked me
sure.
to do
At
it, I
least the
did it.
people, at least the people that are ready to like, okay, I want to put this
Right,
behind me. I've
right.
already done and complied with everything you've asked me to do. Those
We're
people
being
have a legitimate
punished.
right to be pissed for sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And it's the other people that are yelling and screaming about don't make me do this. And I'm like, hey, damn it, you're the reason I can't enjoy going to the mall. Why don't you just, you know what I mean? You guys are protesting about something that doesn't make sense. Let's us start protesting. We should get up and start counter protesting against the people dressing up in armor and taking sticks and everything.
I don't know how business made it through, man, California. I mean, we talked about it with Sarah and a couple of other podcasts that we did, but I don't know. You know, you're in Cali, dude. And if you're in LA, man, you were in the middle of it where like hardly anybody was going out. Nobody was walking down the street. If you lived in an apartment building, you're probably hardly going in your hallway.
Yeah,
You know,
it was
and I
crazy.
can't even imagine how tough it must have been. If I would have owned a business, like a storefront business, I would have lost my mind.
I almost lost my mind when it first started. Maybe not the first night of the complete total lockdown, but like the second or third, when people finally were like, all right, we got to go inside and stay inside. And I was looking out the window and it was just nothing. Like you said, no cars, nobody walking, no voices. I live in a pretty rambunctious area, so it's always noise. It was silence for hours. And I just stood there like, whoa, I feel like I'm going crazy because I don't know what the hell is going to happen next. You know, in all my adult years, I've never had to deal with something like that. I got to usher my children and my wife into this unknown chasm because we didn't know what the hell was going on in the beginning. It felt like the end of the world. You know, for a scant moment, it felt like the end of the world to me.
And for Amazon, it felt like the beginning of the world.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. Every day we
I
had
don't even want to talk
packages
about the
every
damage I did
day,
to
man.
Amazon.
I've never lived my life like that. We had packages on the porch every day. And even still
That's
now, it's a lot of
hysterical.
people that are getting their stuff delivered because we have packages outside right now. And I'm
Well,
waiting on some Tony's Tea stuff to come. Get the tea.
Well, and Christian, you started smoking cigars and like the whole like you were ready to just burn it all down.
I was ready to die. I was like, we're gonna die. We're gonna die. I'll smoke a cigar dying then, I guess.
Yeah.
Go
What
out
else can you
happy.
do?
Why the hell not?
That's very important. Happiness. But
Yeah,
Christian, I
for
want to
sure.
ask
I
you.
mean, if somebody tells you, look, the world's coming to an end, what are you gonna do? And that's what they were kind of like hinting at that with us.
That's
You
what
know,
it felt like.
they
I'm
weren't
gonna drink
telling
a
us.
lot of
They were,
tequila.
That's what it felt like because they weren't telling us enough information. After a while, I started reading in between the lines, and even now, you know, people start freaking out about numbers, and I'm like, but listen to the numbers and listen to the way that they're using them. They're telling you 5 more people checked into the hospital last night, but they put it in a percentage, and it sounds like, oh my God, that's such an increase. Nah, man, it just means it's 5 more people came in, and that's 35% more than yesterday. That's how I started rationalizing it.
It's
You know what I mean?
you know, if COVID didn't make everybody realize that all media has like some kind of ulterior motive, you know, they all do. I mean, all the media has an ulterior motive. It's unfortunate that it took this, you know, fucked up sickness to make people realize a lot of things we should have realized on our own before that. You know?
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely. My I started a channel when I started driving Uber called Uber Guy Tony. And you know, on your YouTube channel you can see the things that people search to get to your page. And at first it was a bunch of random words that I just hashtagged. Well, I changed my hashtags and gave them some meaning. And there's 5 main terms that people use, and all of it is I quit my job, you know, quit job. Everybody's looking for a way out or a different way after the pandemic. Yeah. You know, it definitely changed the perspective of people on a broad scale. Changed my perspective. I quit my job. 2 or 3 months ago.
No shit. So you were like, all right, time to let go of that. I'm going to do something else.
Yep, because that was always in my mind. So, you know, I don't know how familiar you are with my stuff, but I used to drink. So I got 13 years sobriety. I had that 13-year period to catch up to myself, if that makes sense. So I would tell everybody at every job I ever had, I'm not going to be here for long. And I was at the Department of Motor Vehicles. So, that's what people call a good job. That's a job you retire from. And they would talk about retirement and I would laugh because I'm like, I'm not going to be here that long. But some kind of way I got into selling T-shirts that opened me up to how money works, how business works, what I could do for myself, how I'm making other people rich, how it's not that hard. And after about 9 months of sort of that brainwashing and into stocks, just looking at life differently than being an employee, but being an employer. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, it's time to go. I was going to go take a leave of absence and try to figure it out. But I got a lot of faith, man. And I stepped all the way on it, quit my damn job, start driving Uber, been getting out here, trying to make it happen. Trying to make it happen.
Man.
You know what I'm saying?
Right on, man. Hey, that's the American dream, owning your own business, doing your own thing. That is totally the American dream, being able to own something. Also, part of the American dream is working for a big company, not having to worry about shit once you leave work, and you got half the day to yourself. You don't ever have to worry about nothing.
Let me tell you, it took there was a 2-week gap where I learned a very important lesson. That was basically you're not getting a paycheck. One day I literally woke up out of my sleep and I said, oh shit, I'm not getting a paycheck on the first. Whoa. Okay, I got to recalibrate this because I'm so used to, I'm 45 years old. So for 2/3 of my life, man, I've been going to work, collecting a paycheck. It's just like, you don't think about it until now it's in your own hands. I'm in control of that. And I said, oh, let me change my perspective because there's no reason to wait. There's nothing to wait on. And at first I went into it with the mentality of living with the ability to make money day by day is easier than collecting one lump sum at the end of the month. Which it is. It's very easy, but it's also easy to find something to spend money on every single day. So it almost can easily become an endless loop of making money and spending the money you made every single day because it's so easy to go out and make it. So it's a lot of navigation going on right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had to you froze.
I mean, in anything when you own your for a loop, owning your own business and having to go through COVID was pretty tough,
Mm-hmm.
But
I went from
but there's so much freedom to doing your own thing and having your own business because
you have the opportunity to do more.
And if you're really, really good at what you do, you could provide a really good service that might be in high demand, and there's nobody in the middle between you and the client,
See, that's
but
one
then
of the
again,
things
that's also a lot of responsibility. Like
it's a lot.
You have nobody to blame if you don't make money that month, or if you don't have clients set up, or if you don't have, people who are gonna work with you. You have nobody to blame but yourself. That's the thing.
It is tough. But one of the books that I read kind of explained to me that you want your business to provide a service. Whatever your business is, you have to make people feel like you're providing them a service. They'll keep on coming back for that service. And I'm like, well, as of right now, I'm just selling T-shirts. How is that a service? I'm trying to figure it out. Well, I figured it out because I have 2 people who I'm now their T-shirt guy. So they got some shirts from me before. Now they're coming back with a different order for some different things, unsolicited, 2 different people. So I said, oh, wow. So this is a service. When it's time for the next batch of T-shirts for whatever their thing is, they're going to come back to the T-shirt guy. So now I have to just build that clientele. So I said, the part of the fun of this, man, is figuring the shit out. Because it's damn sure now. It's not working. Oh, it's Christian froze.
My phone is apparently ringing. Somebody was calling me. I don't know who it was.
You're an important man. Yeah, but I'm figuring it out, man. And I encourage everybody to get out there and try to figure it out. Because being an entrepreneur and owning your own stuff, it's a lot. But it's a lot. I love it.
Yeah, it's a good feeling. It's a good feeling. But when you do stuff like that, you just gotta be ready to work nonstop. Because when you're a business owner, your business is always on your mind.
Yeah.
Unless if maybe you have some kind of business where the door closes at 5 and you don't have to worry about it till you go in the next day. But if most people that own their own business and work from home, dude, work is nonstop. It's
nonstop.
Oh yeah, even if it's something where you operate under traditional hours, you're still always looking at how am I going to bring more money in? How am I going to make this grow? Like how am I going to expand? Even when I'm done with everything for the day, I'm still sitting there like, okay, I need another list of people to call. I need more people that I can bring in under me. And It's crazy.
But you're an entrepreneur though, so it makes sense. Because essentially, if you want out to get clients, you're an entrepreneur. If you're getting customers, personal customers, you're an entrepreneur.
Yeah, like I'm under, like, I have a distributor, but I am like this is my own business. Like I'm up to 4 different channels in my own business now.
Nice. And
then one where I work for somebody else, but I'm selling something for them, so I'm really kind of out on my own anyway.
Yeah. Yep. That's that independence. Makes it easier to work, I believe. Nobody wants anybody hawking over them.
Yeah, it doesn't matter what, what it is that or which channel it is that I'm working on outside of these stupid classes that I'm in right now. I'm the one that decides how much I'm going to work. But if I decide I want to take a couple of days and be lazy, there's no money there.
Right.
Like that's the part you figure that out real quick. Like you sit down for a minute and then you're like, shit, I'm broke.
That was my Monday. Sunday, I decided I just kind of wanted to chill. So I woke up Monday morning, I checked my bank account, and I'm like, what happened? Where did this come from? How are these? And I'm like, oh, yeah, I had to live yesterday. I got gas, I got food, and I didn't go to work. No money there.
That's living in Cali. Gas and food will take, will take whatever you had in your pocket right there, bro.
Man, that Uber, the main complaints I heard about Uber at first was how people didn't know how to navigate as far as gas goes. I just stopped paying attention to it. I stopped I don't fill my gas tank up all the way when I drive Uber. If it's full when I start, then it's full. But if you start driving Uber on a full tank, you'll be more inclined to keep on driving until you empty the tank. Or at least that's what I do. It's kind of like that's sort of a gauge, you know what I'm saying? So if I don't fill it up all the way, I'm not going to run it all the way down, if that makes sense. Because then that way I got to go spend another $55 when I wake up tomorrow, so I try to keep it halfway. So I sort of minimize the damage of filling up the gas tank every single day, which it can happen easily driving an Uber.
I spent more money on a half a tank of gas when I was out in California than I did on the entire rest of the trip.
Yeah, you got to navigate. I do a lot of coasting. But Cristian, I want to ask you something, brother. How does it feel to be nominated for a Grammy? I mean, Latin or otherwise, just like that's incredible.
Well, I'm up for a nomination. They haven't technically nominated me, but I'm up for a nomination.
That's the same thing to me.
I wasn't expecting it at all. The label sent the album into the Grammy nominations board, I suppose. And I really don't know anything about the process. I just know that it's people on the inside. Several thousands of people vote for it, I guess. I don't know how many. I try to look online, like how many people are up for a nomination. I can find anything.
Whenever you announced it, I went and looked because I was like, do I know anybody that would be voting in there? And like, that's like, there's a lot of shit you have to do to be able to vote. Like you have to there's so much stuff that goes into being a voting member.
And you're waiting on them to vote
and you have to be a part of it every year.
Mm-hmm.
And you're waiting on them to vote for you to be a part of the nominees.
Pretty much, yeah. The good thing is that I'm in 3 categories, which it's pretty cool to just be in one category. But they put me in 3 categories, which I didn't. When your record label pitches a song or an album for a category at the Grammys, or 3 categories or 4 categories, you wind up thinking, well, maybe you'll get 1. But they put us up for nomination for all 3 of them. I don't know that I'll get 1, but at least the most important thing to me is this. I'm a new solo artist. As far as acoustic music, I'm a new cat. I think I have a lot to offer the music industry in the bilingual things that I do acoustically. And for them to even notice me, to just have me in the round of artists for nominations and to even take notice of my album, it's massive because people do have to listen to it for it to get that
I
cool.
agree.
So for them to even take notice, for me, it's huge as an artist. And at least if I don't, get nominated or win a Grammy this time around, at least it gives me good motivation to realize, they paid attention to my album at the Grammys. I really need to work hard. I got to bring one home.
Absolutely.
First of all, we just speak shit into. We don't do ifs here. We just speak shit into.
Yeah, it's gonna happen, man.
And those aren't like little categories that it's nominated in either.
That's a humble man.
Record of the year, song.
Yeah,
Those are not
serious
small.
ones.
Yeah, those
Yeah.
are like big. That's big time stuff. So
That's a humble man
say
right
it's
there. And I
happening.
respect that humbleness. I respect humility.
So
Because you are a big deal. Just to let you know, like I like to give flowers to people. I don't hesitate. I kiss men on the cheek, all of that. I give flowers. You're a big deal. I Googled you after, I don't know, me and Sarah were talking about something, and you guys were just hanging out. Or I think it was around the time I was gonna try to come and hang out with you guys in San Diego or wherever. But I just Googled you, and I was honestly, legitimately shocked with the amount of information. And like if you Google me, my songs will come up, and then the podcast will come up. It was news articles about Christian and about groups and his name attached to all these different things. I said, wow, that's real effing cool. That's real fucking cool. So salute to you, brother. Keep on doing what you're doing, man. You living the dream.
Thank you, man. I feel blessed to even be able to do music, to be able to still do my own music is pretty badass. And to be able to work with other artists, I pretty much make music all day long, and I keep my mind in this creative world that probably keeps me behaving like a kid for way too long in my life, but
that's all right.
Maybe it'll keep me young also. And it's been a long ride, dude. The music industry is tough for sure, but if you don't make it something that you feel good about, it's your own fault, really.
Like most things.
Mistakes. I've been in the industry for a while. Mm-hmm.
Well, especially now though, because there's just so many people aren't tied to a label like they used to be. So you have a lot more free. Like if you're not making what you want with the amount of freedom the artists have now, like that's on you, 100%.
Yeah, absolutely. And labels aren't even stepping to bands unless bands are like established and you show that you could like run your own business and get the attention of people. It's very rare that labels are like, oh look, there are nobodies in a garage, let's sign them and see what happens. It might happen still, but it's very rare. Especially in rock music, most labels want to know that you're a hard worker. They don't want to take the risk on somebody that's not going to put in the time and show effort, know the content spins and how to present your thing to people. So all you could do really as an artist is just work hard.
I remember back in the day. I remember back in the brick and mortar days. You'd be a nobody, go to the record label, they see a little potential, assign you to an artist development guy. Then your album might not come out for a year and a half, 2 years, because you just learning and getting trained and getting your feet wet and paying your dues, and then come out not necessarily polished, but you can see the difference in today's artists that don't have any association with any professionalism to the music. It's just that I learned how to record music, and I got a guy who's going to shoot my video. So I'm going to wave guns and smoke weed and, not really have any creativity to it just because I can crank it out like if it was a factory. Versus back in the days, the label puts that money there and they say, no, you're not going to put out that bullshit. Let me teach you how you're supposed to put out your music, and so we can get my money back. And it's a total different game because of that, I think.
Well, definitely the making of content has become available to almost anyone, that has a phone. And anyone that's got a computer could definitely start editing music and editing video and all that, which I think has made it a more competitive market for
Very
sure.
much.
It's made it more competitive amongst artists, but it's also brought back a lot of focus to what is the most important thing, the song. Because now that everybody can make a song, it's like, well, the really good ones are the ones that are going to stick out, and everything else is just going to be like an ocean of water that doesn't even stick out, but once in a while you're going to see the island sticking up above the water. Those are like the really, really good, unique artists that write great music. Or even the songwriters. Nowadays, songwriters are in such high demand because the song is the most important thing all over again. You got artists like, what's that chick that sings Dance Monkey?
Lila would know. I don't know their name.
Tony something, or I forgot her name. But she was street artists, you know. She doesn't like look like this intense star. She just looks like a really normal person who's a songwriter, has some style, but she's really, really talented. So I like the idea that it has watered down how much content is out there, because it's put a lot more content out there that you're like, oh my goodness, to find something good, you probably got to listen to 10, 20 different things that are just make no sense. But it has also, you know, it's also brought to light the important thing, which is the actual song. You know, we won't see things like as much like back in the day. You might see things like Milli Vanilli, where the song is written by someone else and they throw it to the artist, and you know, if the artist can't perform it, then just get somebody else to perform it. You know, we need the look of the person. Now it's like, listen, if you can't sing this shit, get out of the studio. It's straight up like that now. You know, if you can't cut it in the studio, what the fuck are you doing here? You're this is about music. It's not even about, you know, do they want you to look cool and all this and all that? Yes, of course they do. But number one, they want you to be able to come into that room and kill it right away in front of their faces with a guitar or doing whatever you do. And then they could, you know, labels really love seeing that. They love seeing in-person talent. And then that usually puts a lot of faith into what they might be doing with an artist. But it is watered down. There's like millions and millions and millions of artists. And there are those gems out there, like that chick that did Dance Monkey, which was one of the biggest songs last year. And it was a song she was performing like on the street. Yeah, Tones and I. So it was a song she was performing on the street for years. You know, it's like the best song in the world is out there right now. Just nobody knows it's there somewhere.
Yeah.
Good way to put it. All right, I know you got to go get your kid. Are we cutting into your time, brother?
We got like 5 minutes left. Why don't you tell everybody tell everybody what you've got.
Yes.
You guys have stuff coming up.
Plug yourself, brother. Plug away. Plug away.
We're staying busy. You know, I'm focusing on Lines at the Gate, and also I started writing some acoustic songs, and I'm writing with a lot of other artists, which I'm incredibly grateful for. If you're one of the artists that's out there and we're writing music together, know that this is what makes my heart tick, is creating music, and I'm so grateful. And just find me, Cristian Machado, anywhere on Facebook, on Instagram, The Real Cristian Machado, on Twitter, The Real C Machado. And hit me up, man. Check out my band, Lines at the Gate. That's really the thing that I think everybody's digesting really well right now, and incredibly grateful. And if somebody out there knows somebody on the Grammy board, man, hook me up, man. I need that.
Now, okay, so you guys did, right before you go, because we just have a couple minutes left. So you guys shot 2 videos this weekend.
Oh, nice.
Is there a date yet?
We shot 2 videos, yeah. I don't have an exact date, but I will say it's approaching rapidly. Like, almost like, are we even going to is the video even going to be edited by the time we have to release it? That's how much we're cutting it close to the deadline. But it's 2 really, really badass songs that I think everybody's going to like a lot. I think most people should like them even more than Not Even Human. The exciting thing is that we're getting to release more singles, and apparently we're still protecting the songs that our management company is really, really feel strongly about protecting and not releasing yet, building up to them. So as for what we're being told, there's a bunch of singles on the album. That's probably a really good thing, because that's the music world we're in, where it's singles and releasing singles consistently, and every 3 months a killer single, never failing from that. That's the world we're in with artists, because you release one bad single, one mediocre single, and you're back at the bottom of the pile, and you're going to have to work yourself up again with a killer song somehow. So, you know, we're blessed to be in the situation, and it's hard work. Shooting 2 videos back to back wasn't easy, you know, but I was a little sore on Monday, but I would have been able to shoot a 3rd video on Monday if we needed to do that. I wouldn't have cared. Of course. I would have still got up and done it. Same way that when I was doing construction, after 4 days of doing construction, you're like, but you still get up on Friday and you still do it. But yeah, man, 2 videos. And then after that, there'll still be like 3 or 4 more singles that'll come off the album before we release the album. So we're excited that we have enough music to get around.
Nice. Momentum. Good job, brother. Absolutely. Keep up the good work, man. We'll be listening. I listen. I think the music's good. I love it. I listen to all kind of music. So your shit is right in the playlist. I pull up, bumping that shit when I pull up in front of the house.
Right.
They probably know I'm the black dude. They're like, yeah, that's that black dude that listens to rock and roll. I'm almost positive they say because they don't listen to it.
They'll be like, he's on that rock shit. He's on that rock shit.
I'm on everything. I listen to music. I don't even understand the language they're speaking, but if it sounds good, I'm bumping it.
Same here, man. I love music that cuts through language barriers. I love that. Yeah. Absolutely. I think that's one of the beautiful things about the melting of the world together more and more is now we're finally starting to accept these tracks that are dope, but there's just in other languages.
Yeah, it doesn't even matter. Listen to that shit loud as hell.
Something comes on and Jack's like, he's making up the word. He doesn't know what they're saying, but he's like trying to sing in Spanish. And I'm like, go for it, man.
Yeah, turn it up louder.
You're having fun. Let's go. Well,
hey, man, I'm blessed to have you guys on like this.
We appreciate you, brother. We appreciate you, man. You're welcome to come on anytime and come and hang out with us, man. We're gonna have you back.
Yeah, we'll try to do it again sometime when we can go.
Definitely have me back
more time.
Definitely,
absolutely,
if you can
brother.
Have me back. As long as we do it during the day and I could get like a little lunch break with you guys, I'm good. Because my day is like boom, 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 stacked up between work and the kid. Woo.
Yeah. Well, keep doing a good job, Dad.
Right on, Tony. Thank you for having me on, Sarah. Thank you guys so much.
Yes.
All right, absolutely. We see you later, brother. Be careful out there.
Bye. See you guys.
All right, peace out.
We're muted. Are we good?
The host has unmuted your mic.
Ding. Right when we started the video, my dogs and cats were like having a war, and I was like, "Oh shit, I don't think we're muted."
That's funny. Yeah, I tapped out. I forgot that we was doing the show. I was watching the video, chilling. I took my shirt off. I was chilling. It looks like it won't play on Twitter. Something happening on Twitter?
No, we should be good there.
Yeah, no, that's just my old cheap laptop.
Oops.
My old cheap laptop. Well, God bless that brother Cristian Machado for coming to hang out with us, and God bless him on his journey.
Absolutely.
It takes a lot to be a rock star. It takes a lot to be a celebrity. It takes a lot to be famous. I wanted to ask him how often does he get recognized? Yeah, I was just chilling. I was chilling like a mug, Shy. Yeah, I wonder how often he gets recognized. I imagine he has a substantial amount of fans, probably especially in the city he lives in. Can't imagine a lot of guys have his hairstyle. So I imagine that brother gets recognized regularly, even without a mask. I got recognized one time at the DMV because of my hair. The dude told me he said he heard my voice, he recognized my voice and recognized my hair. I said, "Are you serious?" He said, "Yes." And my friend Sean Webb was there. Sean Webb, you're probably not watching, but if you are watching, come and let people know that happened. You were standing right next to me, and I said, "Damn, that's crazy." So I know they recognize him for his hair.
Probably.
It's happened at least once.
I'm sure. Yeah, of course.
Yeah, that was good though.
Jack was super excited. As soon as we got done, he turned around, he comes back and he's like, "Told you that was my best friend." I was like, okay.
Talking about Christian? Oh, that's his buddy. Nice. I thought he was asleep. He woke up?
No. This is when we recorded it earlier. Like as soon as I walked out, he was like, "I told you." I was like, "Oh, okay."
Nice. Yeah, he shouted him out. Jack was like, "Hell yeah, what's up, bruh? That's my boy. That's my boy Chris." Yeah. So how's everything with you? We got a few more minutes. Everything's all right though. You okay?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. Just, I don't sleep. I'm busy all the time. Is what
Well,
it is. Everything
you
will
got
be
to make
fine.
you got to make time to sleep. Oh, those are bars. That rhymed. Bars. You got to make time to sleep. You got
Look
to
at
make time to
that.
rest. Yeah, you the woe man.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you got
Now,
to make time to rest though.
I've started like, with the way the schedule is with the kids going back to school and everything else, it's still like a bit of an adjustment because they insisted on riding the bus and the bus picks them up at 7:15 in the morning. So it's like, this sucks.
How far do you
Um,
have to go to get them to the bus stop?
it pulls up to the house.
Oh, nice. That's some TV shit. We used to have to like around here. You have to get dropped off at a school for the school bus. It's not coming to your house, your
Yeah,
apartment complex.
yeah, just park. It pulls up. Like the front door faces the highway, but then you just pull right off the highway and there's an empty lot and the kids just zip on over.
Nice. I gotta watch out for rattlesnakes.
Now they do, I guess. I don't fucking know what's going on.
Yeah, because snakes don't need to have sex to multiply, right? Is that true? They just lay the egg or something?
I
I don't
don't
know.
know.
Yeah, I don't know, but I don't think snakes have to do it. I think snakes just reproduce on their own. So that's why a lot of people don't like them because they're sneaky and crafty. They don't require Hennessy and weed to have babies. They just do it off rip. It makes them quite dangerous. Quite dangerous.
I'm just gonna pop out 25 eggs right now.
Yeah. I think it's something
You're
like
what?
that. Yeah, that's a terrible thing.
Ugh, I don't
I've
know.
seen one snake up close in my whole entire life. My friend had a boa constrictor and it ate a rabbit.
Oh.
Yeah, it was terrifying.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, it was really sad to watch. And the rabbit made a little noise as its leg was it kind of disconnected from the hip bone area because the snake it chilled and then the rabbit went around it and he was sniffing around it and it was adorable. We were like, oh yo, and we were like 16. So I hadn't even a lot of stuff I hadn't been exposed to at that time in my life. This might have been the first domino to fall. And then the rabbit sniffing around and this big yellow, it was a big fat ass snake and it jumped. I never seen it jump, but it was long. It was longer than my father. It was big. It jumped and it got the rabbit. But while it was waiting, it was unhinging its jaw. So you can see it getting ready. And it was just like levels. I wish I had recorded it, man, because it was like it dropped down about 2 inches. But you could see it opening like it was being cranked. So he got the rabbit in there. And he got him and he twirled up real fast. So the rabbit's body parts were like all over the place. But in the middle of it, the snake had the rabbit. So he starts to digest them as he's wrapped up in him, but he's squeezing him. So he's squeezing him and pulling his body out from the wrap. And the things are just crunching and crackling as he's swallowing this thing. And I looked at my friend and said, I'll never come to your house again. Fuck you. Edward Hanley lived on Fairview. He took my childhood. Made me watch a snake get eaten by a boa constrictor. It was terrifying. And then the lump, there was a lump because he didn't chew it. He swallowed it and you can see his muscles or whatever, the contractions squeezing the rabbit. The rabbit's already suffocated. He's weak. You could hear the rabbit making some noise, but he's out of here. And the snake just kind of put his head back down and was like, "Go Lakers!" As his body's is crunching this thing up to digest it. It was amazing. I'm sorry to terrify you with animal murder stories, but it was amazing. Look, Mr. Gray came out from under the bed like, no, open the door. I'm out of here. Yeah, it was terrifying. It was terrifying. But it was nature. Now, the only reason that we saw that rabbit get eaten is because my friend went and bought a snake from somebody who caught a snake from the woods and put it inside of a cage. Because if we weren't watching it and we weren't in that garage, guess what would happen to that rabbit and that snake? Same damn thing. That's his food.
Yeah.
That's his food. It was nature. I was like, oh man. He's like, bro, this is what it eats. The only reason it's eating it here is because this is where I live and I captured him myself. Now he captured that rabbit.
Ugh,
Yeah.
that's not okay.
Yeah. Well, it's nature though. Now, had he have beat the, if he had said, guys, watch this, and pulled out a little wiffle ball bat or something, and started beating the rabbit about his head and his ears and his back until he beat it to death, then yes, that's a terrible story. We should go get him arrested. But the snake was just snaking. I was just glad that the snake didn't come after me.
I don't think I would be as disturbed by the story though if he like pulled out a wiffle ball bat.
No, you're more disturbed. You're more disturbed about God's will being done than you are about a psychotic guy beating a rabbit to death with a bat. Oh, Claude. Didn't some chickens get slaughtered over there? How did you handle that?
What? Oh, the chicken?
That seems like that might have been very difficult to deal with.
It was a very sad day.
Yeah. Well, don't be sad about the rabbit because he's in heaven. And heaven is better than this shit. And I guess what won't happen to him in heaven? He won't get eaten by another boa constrictor. All right, it's 9 o'clock. We're gonna end on that note. The God bless the rabbit's soul, and the rabbit's okay. So Sarah, you should be okay too. Did you cry?
No.
You better not cry.
Not yet.
You don't even know that. You don't even know that damn rabbit. It happened in 1992. It happened in 1992. I didn't even smoke weed. I was still a virgin. I didn't even have no hair on the lower part of my back. Nothing. So that was a long time ago. But you better not be sad over that rabbit. Because I'm a black man in America and I almost been alive 50 years. I got some stories to tell you that make you cry.
I'm gonna try not to.
Yeah, don't cry. Don't do that.
Okay.
You're feeling groovy, so you might cry.
I might.
Yeah, you feeling groovy. Sometimes when I feel groovy, I cry. Don't let me catch a commercial about the old days or about let me tell you real quick, a fatherhood commercial. When I'm feeling groovy, oh man, I might stand up and start clapping or sit down and cry for 5 minutes.
I don't really know what. I don't know what show like makes me get all up in my feels.
A lot of them do now that I'm getting older. A lot of shows. Sometimes it'll be the dumbest show, but it'll just be like one part, and I'll be like, "Yeah, for real, that's real, man. Damn, that was a good episode. I got to start watching this show more often."
I think like the last time like I got really emotional over a TV show is I don't know. Did you ever watch Criminal Minds?
Yeah, hell yeah.
You remember when Hotch beat that guy to death with his bare hands when he killed his wife?
No, I didn't see that. Wow.
That was, he had to go into the he had to put her in the witness protection program and all that stuff. And the guy found her and their kid and he killed her.
Wow. Yeah. See, stuff like that, like the husband and the dads that got rescued because somebody got killed. And then they get their vengeance, and then I feel them. I'm like, yeah, man, kick him again. Like, kill him. Like, no, don't kill him yet, though. Yeah.
Like,
those get me.
He's just beating him to death, and he's crying and everything else, and you're just like, oh, God, no, don't do that to me.
Yeah, that's terrible. Because you already know what he's going to have to deal with after that. But that anguish and that pain, there's a connection there, yeah. Stuff gets to me and my feelings. I don't hesitate to tell somebody. I'll be like, man, it's dusty in here. Songs get me more than TV shows.
Yeah.
There's a Minnie Riperton's "Loving You." I'm kind of okay with it now, but when I was a kid, that song used to make my dad cry. So I associate that song with watching my father cry. I've never seen him cry a whole lot of times in life. I can't remember him crying at my grandfather's funeral. But I remember that song making him cry. So after some time in life, had moved on and I hadn't heard that song for a while. And I was like, 18 years old. And I heard that song with dad. I was like, oh, no, I'm crying. Hold on. Up until like maybe a few years ago, I couldn't turn off the emotion. Now I don't cry, but it's still emotional. It's a lot of songs that are emotional. You doing your radio show?
I guess.
Yeah. All right. Well, everybody that's listening, we appreciate you tapping in. I see some bunch of comments. I see them popping up. We love you guys too. Thanks.
Yes.
Tap into Tony's tees.online. But look, it's a lot of new stuff there, so you should really go because it's a lot of nice stuff. And Sarah, we got something new coming up. Why don't you tell them what we got new for them?
We are we're gonna do a little remodeling. Freshen up the house here.
Yeah.
Tony
cool.
Tuesday is going to be becoming coffee at night.
Coffee at night. How you like that? Because we both drink coffee at night. And everybody should.
We are the night coffee people.
Yes, absolutely. I need to go refill my cup right now. Somebody
I know,
told me,
I do too.
They were like, you don't really drink coffee all the time. I'm like, dude, I'm drinking coffee all the time. From all the liquor I drink, I could drink some coffee. And we're we're probably gonna unveil that maybe next Tuesday. We'll see. I gotta see what's up with my sister. We'll discuss it. But thank everybody for tuning in. We appreciate you guys. Y'all have a good night and be safe and all that good stuff.
See you guys.